Hello everyone, welcome to Endless English. In this video, you are going to learn agreement of verb with the subject. What is called agreement of verb with the subject? Verb changes according to the subject. A sentence carries subject and verb. What is called a subject? About whom or what you speak is called a subject. What is called a verb? An action word is called a verb. This verb changes according to the subject. Already you know that verb expresses tenses. Along with that, the verb changes according to the subject. If the subject is singular, verb also singular. If the subject is plural, verb also plural. To make a noun plural, we add s with that. To make a verb singular, we add s with that. Whatever the tense forms, whether it is simple present tense or past tense or whatever the tense, if the subject is singular, verb is singular. If the subject is plural, verb also plural. We are going to see certain rules. When we use conjunctions like neither nor, either or, with, not only but also, as well as, we have certain rules how to change this verb along with the subject. Shall we get into the video to see what are the changes and what are the rules?
The basic rule for the agreement of verb with the subject is, if the subject is singular, verb is singular. If the subject is plural, verb also plural. Let me explain with an example. Aaron wants to go home. Here Aaron is singular subject, so verb is in singular form, verb with the s wants. Aaron and Sarah want to go home. Here Aaron and Sarah plural subject, so the verb is want without s. To make a noun plural, we add s with the noun. Boy, boys, girl, girls, book, books, pen, pens. Likewise, to make a verb singular, we add s with the verb. For example, he speaks. Here, he is singular subject, so that the verb also in singular form, verb with the s, speak plus s, speaks. When we write the subject in plural form, they, the verb is speak, we remove s from the verb and we write speak alone. So, if the subject is singular, the verb is speaks. If the subject is plural, the verb is speak without s. Learn the singular and plural pronouns so that we come to know to use the verbs accordingly. There are three persons, first person, second person, third person. I and we are first person. In this, I is singular, we is plural. You for second person in singular as well as in plural. He, she, it, they are third persons. In this, he, she, it are singular, they is plural. Let's learn the singular and plural forms of be form verbs, do form verbs and have form verbs in present tense and in past tense. Let's take be form verbs first. Am, is, are, was, were. These five verbs are be form verbs. In this five, am, is, are present tense, was and were past tense. Am is singular present tense, are plural present tense. Was singular past tense, were plural past tense. Next we move to do form verbs. Do, does, did. These three are do form verbs. In this, do and does present tense, did past tense. Does for third person singular subject, do for first person and second person subjects. Did for singular and plural in all the three persons in past tense. Next we move to have form verbs. Have, has, had. Have, has present tense, had past tense. Has for third person singular subject, have for first person and second person subject. Had for singular and plural with all the three persons in the past tense. Let's see how the be form verbs, do form verbs, have form verbs are used with the three persons in present tense and in past tense according to the singular and plural subjects. First person, I and we are first person. I is singular, we is plural. With I, we use am, do, have in present tense and was and did in past tense. With we use are, do, have in present tense, were or did in past tense. In second person, the singular and plural is you. So with you in singular meaning, or, do, have in present tense, were or did in past tense. The same verbs are used with you in the plural meaning also. Or, do, have in present tense, were, did in past tense. In third person, he, she, it singular. With he, she, it, we use is, has, does in present tense, was or did in past tense. With they, or, do, have in present tense, were or did in past tense. Here you watch the verb endings. Except third person singular, all the other persons in singular and plural, we have verb without s in present tense, whereas only in third person singular, we have verb with s in present tense. I walk, we walk. I walk, singular subject. We walk, plural subject. You walk, you walk. In singular you walk. In plural you walk. He, she, it walks. Here third person singular, so verb with the s. Third person plural they, so without s. They walk. Ram walks. Here Ram is third person singular, so verb with the s. Ram walks. Children walk. Third person plural, so verb without s. When we use certain words like neither nor, either or, no one, everyone, each one, some, all, we must know what form of verb is to be used according to the singular and plural subject. We have certain rules here which we are going to see now. The pronoun you always takes a plural verb. Why? Because the singular or plural second person is you only. Whether it refers to singular person or it refers to plural person, the verb is plural verb only. See the examples. You were invited to come. You are asked to clean the room. You sing so well. In these three sentences, you may refer to singular person or plural person, but the verb is plural. Were or sing. All these verbs are given in plural form. If a sentence begins with here or there, the verb agrees with the subject which follows it. It means the noun which comes after the verb is taken as the subject of the sentence. According to this subject, the verb is used. Let me explain with the examples. Here are the ways on how to preserve meat. In this sentence, the verb is or. This is given in plural form. Why? Because the noun which comes after this or is given in plural form. The ways. The ways is the subject of the sentence. It is given in plural form. So the verb is in plural form. In the second example, there is a huge gap between the rich and the poor. In this sentence, the verb is given in singular form. It is. Why? Because the noun which follows this is a huge gap. And this huge gap is the subject of the sentence. It is given in singular form. And so the verb is also given in singular form, is. If two subjects, one singular and one plural, are connected by either or neither nor, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. It means the verb changes according to the nearer subject. See the example. Neither the players nor the coach is joining. Here the verb is. The subject is the coach. The coach is given in singular, so the verb also in singular is. See the second example. Either the conductor or the singers are attending the concert. Here the verb is are and the subject nearer to this are is the singers. This is given in plural form. So the verb is given in plural form are. A singular subject followed by intervening words or phrases such as with, as well as, in addition to, accompanied by, together with, no less than takes a singular verb. Even though there are two subjects in a sentence, one is singular, the other one is plural, if the subject is followed by one of these words, what form is given in that subject? According to that, the verb changes. See, Jack, accompanied by his sisters, is enrolling PCC. In this sentence, there are two subjects. One is singular, the other one is plural. Jack is singular, sisters is plural. But the word Jack is followed by the words accompanied by. So, according to this subject, the verb changes to singular form. So, it is given in singular form is. Daddy as well as my brothers is enjoying the party. In this sentence, there are two subjects. One is singular, the other one is plural. Daddy is singular, brothers is plural. But daddy only followed by the words as well as. So, according to this subject, the verb changes. So, daddy is given in singular form. So, the verb is given in singular form is. Singular subjects joined by an require a plural verb except when they mean one thing. When two subjects are connected by the conjunction an, the verb is in plural form. If the two subjects mean the same person or mean the same thing, verb is singular. The first example, Larry and Mercy are reading novels. Here Larry, Mercy, two different persons. These two different persons are connected by the conjunction an, and so the verb is in plural form are. The next example, my teacher and friend is here. Teacher and friend mean the same person, so the verb is in singular form. Two singular subjects joined by either or neither nor take a singular verb. According to the nearest subject, the verb changes. Either mommy or daddy is coming with me at the outbound. The subject daddy is near the verb and this is given in singular, so the verb is singular. Neither Freddie nor Dulcie is waiting for you. Here also the subject Dulcie is near the verb and this is singular, so the verb is singular is. If a singular subject is followed by a phrase containing a plural noun, the verb is singular. One of the boys is yelling so loud. One is followed by the phrase of the boys. It contains plural noun boys, and so the verb is singular according to the singular subject one. See the next example. One of the members is against the rule. Here the subject is singular one. This is followed by the phrase of the members, which contains a plural noun members. The verb is singular because the subject is singular. The subject is one here. So according to this singular subject one, the verb is singular. So simply we can say one of the boys is always followed by a singular verb. It's known very well the indefinite pronouns several, few, both, many, others are always plural. Both were talking to be freed. Here both means two persons. Several are asking justice. So here also several stands for many people. Both stands for two people. Several stands for many people. So the subject is plural. According to this subject, the verb is plural. Where, are. The indefinite pronouns some, most, all, none are singular or plural according to the meaning of the sentence. Some of the girls were absent. It means some girls were absent. Some girls, plural subject, so verb is plural, were. Some of the ice cream is left. Here some of the ice cream is not in plural form and not in plural in meaning also. So the verb is singular, is. See this rule. When any one of these following definite pronouns is the subject, the verb is singular. Everybody, each, no one, another, anybody, nobody, every, nothing, everything, anyone, either, neither, everyone, somebody, someone. Every man and woman in this hall is a member. Here every man is the subject of this sentence. So every man is singular, so the verb is singular, is. Expressions of time, money, weight and distance are singular even if the form is plural. 2 years is a long time to wait. Here 2 years refers to money and this is given in plural form. Even though this is given in plural form, the verb should be in singular, so the verb is. $1 million was given back to the owner. $1 million is the subject. It refers to money. This is given in plural form. Even though this is given in plural form, the verb should be in singular. So the singular form of verb is given here, was. When the amount of money refers to separate units, the verb is plural. 25 centavo coins were found. Here this money can be separated 125, 225, 325, 425, 525. Likewise, we can take it as 5 units. So in this case, the subject is plural, so the verb is plural. In the same way, the second example, 60 100 peso bills were added to the budget. Here 100 peso, 200 peso, 300 peso. Likewise, we can separate this amount. So this is plural subject, so verb is also plural. Actually, the following words are always plural: pants, trousers, pliers, scissors, shears, and tongues. But if the word pair is used, the verb is singular. See the first example. The pants are torn into two. Pants is always given in plural form, so the verb is plural. But in the second sentence, the word pair is used, so this is singular verb. The pair of scissors was placed on the table. In this sentence, the word pair is used, so the verb is in singular form, was. Certain nouns, though plural in form, are singular in meaning and therefore take the singular verbs. Mathematics is my favorite subject. Here mathematics given in plural form, but this is singular subject, so verb is singular. The latest news is alarming to the public. News is given in plural form, but this is singular subject, so the verb is singular. When we use a number of, the verb is plural. When we use the number of, the verb is singular. Let us take the examples. A number of students are waiting outside. Here, a number of is used, so the verb is plural. In the second examples, the number of students outside is not recorded yet. In this sentence, the number of is used, the verb is singular. When fractions are used, the verb agrees with the object of the phrase. One half of the cake was consumed. Here, one half of the cake means a piece of cake. It's a singular subject, so verb is singular. 1/4 of the employees were attending the seminar. Here, 1/4 of the employees means some employees. So, it's plural subject, so verb is in plural form. These nouns may be singular or plural in meaning. Athletics, genetics, politics, gymnastics, and statistics. When the noun refers to an organized activity, it is singular. When the noun refers to the activities of individuals within a group or to a varied activities, it is plural. Gymnastics is very popular among girls. Here, gymnastics is a sports, singular in meaning, so the verb is singular. The second example, the gymnastics shown in the field today were outstanding. In this sentence, gymnastics refers to plural activities, many activities, so the verb is in plural form. The name of a country is always regarded as singular even though the name is given in plural form. The Bahamas has beautiful beaches. Here Bahamas given in plural form, but it refers to one country, so the verb is singular. Likewise, Philippines is a wondrous place. Philippines is given in plural form, but it refers to a country, so the verb is in singular verb. Adjectives used as nouns are considered plural. Poor ought to be helped. Here the word poor is an adjective. At the same time, it refers to some poor people, so the subject is plural subject, so the verb is in plural. Next example, the efficient or what this country needs. Here efficient is adjective, but it refers to a group of people or some people, those who are efficient. So the subject is plural subject, so the verb also in plural form, or. What's a collective noun? A collective noun is a name for a group of people or animals or things. Normally, collective nouns are singular or plural, depends upon the members acting individually or collectively. These nouns are company, group, committee, crowd, jury, flock, team. The committee is against the plan. Here, the members of the committee acting collectively, so this is singular subject, so the verb is singular. The committee are of different opinion. Here, the member of the committee are acting individually, so the subject is plural, so the verb also plural. In the use of mathematical expressions, the following are accepted. 7 plus 3 is 10. 7 and 3 are 10. 5 times 2 are 10. 5 minus 2 is 3. Here you are allowed to use singular verb or plural verb. Titles of the books, plays, articles, movies, etc. are regarded as singular even though words in the title may be plural. In Dreams Begin Responsibilities is a story by D. Squires. This is a title. The nouns in the title is given in plural form. Even though it is given in plural form, since it is a title, it is taken as singular subject, so the verb is singular. Great Expectations is a must-read novel. This is also title of the book, but the noun in the title is given in plural form, expectations. Even though it is given in plural form, its title, so it's taken as single subject, so the verb is in singular form. Names of organizations take a singular verb when the whole organization is referred to, and a plural verb when the members are referred to. Lopez and Sons is a successful organization. Here Lopez and Sons is the name of an organization, so the subject is singular. The verb also singular, is. Lopez and Sons are holding a 2-day annual meeting. Here Lopez and Sons refers to the members of the company, members of the organization, so plural subject. According to this plural subject, the verb also given in plural form, are. If a sentence begins with the expletive it, the verb is always singular even if the subject that follows the verb is plural. It is the schools which must assume the responsibility. Here, the sentence begins with the it and this is followed by singular verb even though the verb is followed by plural noun, the schools. The next sentence, it is us who must take care of the environment. This sentence also begins with the it, so this is followed by singular verb even though the verb is followed by plural noun, us. Hello my dear ones, this video may be useful to understand the concord, the agreement of verb with the subject. Learn all the rules and apply these rules in your speech. I take leave of you with loads and loads of thanks. It's a goodbye from Vijaya Edison, Endless English. Thank you.